Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Again, allow me for the cracked lens, and do apologise about the exhaust blow sound you can hear in the background. I'll explain what that is in a later date. Today you can see I have primed the Transit. I didn't do it today obviously because it's absolutely abysmal, the weather, but she's sat pretty in primer. It looks really good in primer. It's really brought it back to life, but as you can see by the title of the video, we're not going to get to enjoy it in primer because we are selling the van. Why are we selling the van? Basically, it's stupid money for us to run it, because I don't know if anybody knows this, like, I'm young, I'm only 21, so you can imagine what the insurance on something like this is going to be for a 21-year-old lad. I've got on me no claims and stuff. I've been driving nearly 5 years, but it's just still too expensive for what we use it for, because we're not doing actual recoveries with it. It's just not really paying for itself, to be honest. Well, it is, but not as much as we'd like it to. So I'll tell you about our alternative solution sort of towards the back end of the video, but I'd just like to sort of mention this and make a final sort of goodbye video on it, because I'm going to miss this thing. We've had some belting memories in it, and I know we've not had it that long, and I know there's some people that have subscribed to the channel for this particularly, but it's alright. The recoveries aren't going to stop. It's just a temporary stopgap. That's how I'd think of it. We do have someone that's supposed to be coming for a viewing for this later on today, so we're going to see how that goes, and I'm going to record it all blah and when it actually does go. But as you see the truck here, with everything on it, bar the straps, everything comes with it. The phantom winch comes with it, and that's brand new. That's worth like half the truck's value in itself. The ramps aren't the best, but they fit this bed for these slats here. So yeah, we might as well chuck them with them. We're not going to need them in the future for what we're going to go for. Like I said, I'll explain in a minute. I'll just open her up for you. Yeah, the primer's turned out really well, way better than I thought. It's actually etch primer. This is the only primer I actually use on vehicles when I do painting. You know, I do like a bit of painting. So for a hop in her here, I've done all the shuts as well, and the doors. I've left that little bit of red there just to remind her of what the horrible radiant red looks like, and you can see it in the footwell there as well. But yeah, it's in good nick as well. It really ain't that bad. It's not a complete rot box like the rest of them anyway. So here she is on the inside. I'm leaving the seat covers on. Everything as is in here. It comes with it. Let me just hop in. I've got our Lake District voucher there when we were up in the Lake District buying a Suzuki Ignis for about 3p. Radio does not come with a radio because it broke. So yeah, that's that. Other than that though, it does come with a few spare bits. The heater doesn't work. It's been on 3 for about 6 months since we bought it, and it just doesn't work. So replacement heater motor is there. You can actually see it. I don't know if you can see it if I point the lens through the gap, but there's a circle thing like round about there, and that's where it is. But we've just not had the time to get to it, and there's no point now because we're selling it. Also comes with like a little ratchet strap thing, spare winch batteries, the remotes and all that lot. Comes with some top mounts because that top mount needs replacing, so I'll get the pair and throw them in with the sale. It might aid it a little bit, it might not, but yeah, it's all here. It is what it is. It's an old truck, but yeah, we've had some good memories. It even comes with nearly half a tank of fuel, and believe me, for this thing, that's not cheap. It really is not cheap. She's high on the miles, but they're not the actual miles because it has had some clocks swapped in it. It's had an engine in it. It's been overhauled at some point. Someone's actually spent a bit of money on this in the past. So yeah, it's going to be a decent first truck for someone, or just a cheap recovery truck for somebody to just jump in and start working straight away. But yeah, I think we should do one last diesel cold start for the channel, so I'm going to do that now. Let those glow plugs heat. It's not actually that cold outside, it's just the engine's obviously cold, but it's really humid today. Humidity is at 88%, and that's weird because it's not really cold. It's about 11 or 12 degrees Celsius, which it just happens a lot in the UK. So here we go, last diesel cold start. Let me point that out the window for you. Hopefully we get some good reek on this. She reeks well. I'm really going to miss this thing. I really am going to miss this thing a lot. We've had some good memories, but it's time for it to go. So I guess enough about this. I'm going to go and show you the replacement and justify it. Before I go and show you it, It's not a recovery truck that we're replacing this with. We're actually going down the car and trailer route. We have got a car. We picked it up on the back of this a few weeks ago, not knowing that it was going to be our replacement, but we just sort of looked at it and thought, we are crazy if we don't do this for the cost. It's cheaper to run, it's cheaper to insure, it's cheaper to maintain, and with the trailer, I don't need any extra licenses because the laws in the UK have changed. I'm not a dummy. I've been driving this thing. I can also drive with a trailer, so it's a no-brainer. So yeah, we'll hop out and I will go and show you the replacement. And what do you know? This is our new recovery / tow vehicle. And there she goes, ladies and gentlemen. The Transit is gone. They've just put their car on the back and they'll be on their way. And away she goes.
Oh yeah, that's even.
Yeah, and that's it. That marks the end of the Transit. So
Way overweight, like. But
yeah, it's not. I would definitely not drive with that load on the back. But we told them it was at their discretion. It's full. So yeah, like I said, it's not something that I do. I wouldn't promote doing that if you're doing recoveries, and obviously anybody watching this that does recoveries wouldn't either. But yeah, that's that. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you soon. This has been a bit of a choppy video, I do apologise, but I'll see you soon and we'll get going in the Golf. Okay, so I told you all to stay tuned to the end to show you why this pile of crap is not going to be our tow car. Unfortunately, we got parcelled up with this thing, and let me explain why. I can't actually enter the car. I think it's unlocked, but I've not actually got the key for it, and the alarm's just going to go off if I touch it, so I'm not going to bother touching it until I've got the key. I'm meeting the lads soon and they've got the keys for it, so yeah. But there's nothing to see on the inside of it anyway, not that I can't pan in and show you. There's not much to see, like I said. So we basically spent £170 putting a new alternator and belt on this thing because it was flashing up on the dashboard saying alternator workshop when doing the classic sort of Volkswagen Audi ding of death, if you like. You know what that sounds like if you've owned any VAG car before. Now, we did all this stuff and all the electric problems were still happening. The cluster kept dying, the car kept dying and cutting off, so we did a bit of research and sort of digging around. The map that's been put on this has basically fried the ECU. This thing, I don't know if you remember, I had my Seat Leon Cupra. That was remapped to 190 bhp properly. This thing's a PD 100. It's pulling significantly more than my Leon did, so the map that's been put on this is way too much for the car, and it's basically fried the electrics, and it's a goner. There's no more saying it. It is a goner, which is a shame because it's only got 130k on it. It's pretty clean apart from that wing, you know, so we've got no option other to weigh it in and break the car for parts. So that's where we're at. I'm going to be breaking the car for parts for what it's worth, taking off like the HID headlights, rear lights, wheels, stuff like that, listing it all on Facebook and going from there. But the car is booked in for scrap. It's a shame, like I say, but you know, we were going to get parcelled up with a car at some point sooner or later, but it's just a shame it had to be this one. It's kind of set us back for a week now that we've sold the van. We're going to be out of action for a bit, but we are looking at going to buy another tow car as I'm filming this tomorrow, and we're hopefully going to take it away, take this tow bar off as well and put it on our new car if we get it. I'm not going to say anything about that because that's going to be in a separate video. But yeah, just we got parcelled up, ladies and gents. You know, we should have known better looking back on it, but it is what it is. You know, you see a car and you feel that power and you think, oh yeah, this is mint, this is going to be good for this and this. But yeah, that's basically what's happened. Like, I'll describe it. It went through about 4 batteries, this thing. It was crazy. It just kept dying. The cluster kept flashing, going dim, on off. When you put the indicators on, the cluster was flashing, the lights were flashing. The electrics are completely toasting this thing, and we didn't know because I hadn't taxed it, insured it or anything. I did the tax and insurance on this thing as well, and it's turned out to be a dod. So I'm gonna have to refund tax after it's been the 5 days, because the DVLA don't let you make a change after 5 days, which is stupid. until it's been 5 days, sorry, and hopefully I can transfer the insurance over to our new tow car, because what it is, it's also a PD100, but I'm not going to describe what PD100 it is. It ain't a Mark IV Golf, put it that way. But yeah, this is the true ending of the video now. It's not a positive ending, but I'm not getting downbeaten or angry about it. We don't do that on this channel. We're going to keep it moving as much as 100 as we can, and yeah, so that's where we stand with this. So I'm going to crack on with stripping this for parts. You'll probably see this in the new video, or this might just be the end of it. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in terms of footage wise with this, but yeah, thank you for watching this video and being patient with me. Next week is a very good upload. It's a new car reveal, so stay tuned for that. It's something similar to this, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, sorry about the wind. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Take care.